play for a state championship, and a lot of that credit goes back to our senior class. We have 11 seniors, have great leadership on this team, and really those guys have done a lot of the steering of our program to where we are now. And, obviously our coaches too. Our coaches do a great job. Tori McDaniel, Mike Morgan, Andrew Kinney, and Garrett Crane. Those guys have done a great job all year too. And our community too. We have great community support. I've had a ton of support behind us all year, and really it's hard to point to one thing. When you get to a state championship game, there's really not one thing. There are many things that get you to this point, and all those things contributed.
You mentioned that 2 years ago you guys didn't make the playoffs. This senior group, they were sophomores then, and that they really put in the work that was needed to get back to this point.
Well, and I think that brought home to them that you don't just we've had a ton of success at Cedar Bluff over the years. In 2012 we had an undefeated regular season, had a real good team, had 16 seniors, and the next year we only had 5 seniors, and a lot of the kids that are freshmen now, young men that are seniors, were freshmen, sophomores. That are our juniors and seniors playing on that team, and we took some lumps. We missed the playoffs for the first time in 17 years, and that kind of got all of our attention. That we maybe need to refocus and kind of get back to some basics a little more on some things, and those guys really responded. I mean, they've put in a lot of time and a lot of effort to get to this point, and it wasn't just enough to get back to the playoffs. The goal was to get to the point where we could play for a state championship, and that's really a testament to those guys and their hard work.
You mentioned the leadership that those seniors have provided to you this year, but you guys have also had 2 young guys play some really key roles. Talk about those 2 guys.
We have, and we've had two freshmen to step up. Ivory Starr as a guy that was not the starter at running back to start the year, but has had a tremendous year. Ross Johnson, who also leads our team in tackles, but they, like we were mentioning before, that those guys have had great years statistically, but really the success goes back to our seniors, and their leadership that they provide, and really all the other guys kind of fall in line behind them.
You guys are playing a Maplesville team that won it last year. This is their 3rd straight season to get in the championship round. I guess everybody assumed this year if you were going to win the 1A title, you're going to have to beat Maplesville to do it.
Well, and that's, you would assume that. Coach Hubbard and his staff do a great job, known him for a long time. And then obviously knowing the season that they had last year, it was a pretty dominating performance for them last year, and they've been pretty dominating all year this year. And, when you make it to a state championship game, you know that there's going to be a good opponent on the other side. And, we know that Maplesville will hold up their end of the bargain there, and they've got a great team. If I remember correctly, I think they have like 23 seniors or something like that. And we just feel honored to be part of this opportunity for both schools and both communities to play. I know that they'll be a worthy adversary.